This episode is brought to you by the Ultimate Girls Trip. Here is our reoccurring daydream. Us at a drool-worthy pool, surrounded by our business besties. We just finished a powerful exercise on building our dream lives and executing our business goals. Join us if you are ready to be celebrated for taking up space, to feel purposeful, and to live a life of fulfillment. Go to proofitspossible.com for more info. Welcome to Proof It's Possible. Jamie and I are multifaceted entrepreneurs, the founders of the Ultimate Girls Trip, and the hosts of Proof It's Possible. Jamie and I are also sisters, best friends, and complete opposites, but somehow we always manage to stay on the same team. Join us every week to hear our thoughts on all things entrepreneurship, friendship, family, pop culture, and more. Hi, welcome back. Thank you so much for being here. We are chatting today all about myths in business, and we're going to bust a few of those and just chat about our thoughts on some of the myths around our narratives within business. Jay, do you want to go first? What's one of the myths that you feel like needs busting?
This is a good topic because I feel like there's a million business gurus out there right now, but who do you believe, right? Like who do you make your guru, and who are you willing to believe?
Well, that, and with picking a guru, I do think that it's challenging because it's like their price point has to fit you. What they help you solve, or like what their expertise is, has to be right. Their personality has to fit your personality. You know, like if you are a female business with a kind of soft energy and you sell to other people with soft energies, do you go get a business guru, coach, advisor who's got like bro energy? Or do you, or really masculine and really in your face? Like, what is the right, or even finding a female coach that's really in your face and really bold, and, you know, what is the line between—
That's what I call the football coach.
Yeah, the football coach, exactly.
You're like
What is the line
yelling into
between
the,
between that person pushing you out of your comfort zone and actually helping you do some things differently? Because you do have to be open to doing some things differently. If you pick a coach, you have to listen to them. But at the same time, how far do you go towards them, their style, and abandon your own style? You know, at what point do you mix into their style? And so I do think that like picking a guru is super tough. And you do have to like think, are these people in line with me? Do I want to—
I do also believe, though, if you have the right guru, they are 10 steps or 100 steps or 1,000 steps ahead of you. And if they can teach you all the lessons that they've already learned in a short amount of time, why wouldn't you pay for that advice?
Oh, of course. You won't. The thing is we are inside of our businesses. So for me, when I'm like in a business and I'm doing it one way for several years, all of a sudden when I pop my head out of the like hard work hole, I'm like, what? I want to get out of here, but how do I get out of here? And I don't see my business clearly. So for me, I've never made strides in my business without a little bit of help from the outside. I've never made that. And whether it's like business girlfriends that I just lean on and have a quick lunch with to be like, hey girl, hit me with all your knowledge. Like, what happened? Did you ever go through this? Or it's full coaching. It's full, you know, somebody's event, some training. It is something that got me out of my like day to day, made me focus on the next steps, plan them out, execute them, give me all the help that I needed. But it is a requirement, in my opinion.
Totally. Okay, the next myth, you need a fancy website before you can sell. What is your thoughts on that?
Okay, so I design websites, and I think that you absolutely need an online presence. So most people do not know what they're looking at. So sometimes you're looking at what's called a funnel, and sometimes you're looking at a full website. But at the very least, I don't know what you sell, but you need an online presence that clearly tells what you sell, as well as a sales page or landing page that gives all the details. Because
Yeah.
if you don't have a presence online, you don't exist in this world. Like,
Mhm.
and it, like we talked about this before, that if
Mhm.
somebody only has a Facebook page, I'm
Mhm.
like, oh, I don't think they're
A business. If
established.
a business only has a
Yes,
Facebook.
yes, yes. Not a
Yes.
person. Like,
Yeah.
personally, all you need is to share with your friends and family. You do not need a website to do that. But if you have a business that doesn't have some of these standardized formal things, it makes you look like you are unorganized, that you are not official, that you have not invested in yourself enough to even, in my opinion. And I think that that's like, if I'm trying to pick a business, if there's one business that has a really thorough, detailed website or landing page, I'm like, oh, okay, there's all the information I need. If the other one just has like a Facebook page or just an Instagram page, and I have to like dig around on how to book with them, what their
Mhm.
prices are, I have to write messages, phone calls. I'm like, I don't think so. I don't think they are even organized enough to be my guru or to get my money for a
But
service.
this is the thing. I am willing to like literally just like risk it and follow a Stripe link
Hmm.
from Instagram if it's like a $30 purchase.
Yes, of course, of
But
course.
if it's like a $3,000 purchase, you better have a website.
For sure.
You better have a
Just word to the wise, my credit card information's got stolen more times off of that $30 Stripe from Instagram. Like, they say that that is the number one scam
Mhm.
on how your information gets stolen. Just now. Okay.
I
So
know.
I do like to check that there is a legitimate website, and
Mhm.
that, what's the email address that it comes from. Like, one time I was shopping and online, like on a Instagram, what I thought was Lululemon. And it was just an ad. So I thought they put the name Lululemon, they put everything. And I went to pay. And
I
when I got,
almost did this 2
yes,
days ago. Carry on.
yes. And so when I went to pay, I never did get the stuff. They took my money. My credit card was compromised. And when I got my like receipt, it did not come from Lululemon. When I looked at the actual email address, it was, 750@gmail.com. And I'm like,
So this
oh
exact
no.
same thing that happened to me, it was called the Aritzia sale.
Oh
I was like,
yeah,
"Oh, who doesn't like an Aritzia sale?" So
exactly.
I pick out like a bunch of stuff, and like the first thing that tipped me off is that like the super puff to the floor jacket was like
Yeah,
$19. I'm like, no,
exactly.
in no
No
world,
sale. Yeah,
no
no
sale
sale
are they getting it down to $19. From 600 to 19 is too big of a stretch. So I was like already a
for
little
sure.
cautious. Thank God they didn't just like,
Yeah,
give it the 20% discount because I would have been gone hook, line, and sinker. My credit card information would be shopping in another
totally.
country right now. Um,
Absolutely.
but so I was like, well, this is really weird. It was so legitimate. The
Oh
like
yeah, mine too.
the Aritzia website, everything. And then I'm like, I'm
Mhm.
gonna go on Aritzia's actual website, like not through Instagram, but
Yeah.
through like a browser. Nope, no such sale. And then I Googled, like, is this Aritzia sale a scam? And of course, all
Mhm.
these chat rooms come up and are like, yeah, my credit card was stolen. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh man. Anywho, that's
This
why
is
it's
why a
important to
website I do think is like critical still. I absolutely do.
hmm
Truthfully, everybody, this is the way I look at social media. Everybody has a preferred platform.
hmm
And some people, they want you to be on Instagram, and they want you to show all your information on Instagram. Some people are TikTok people. Some people are LinkedIn people. And depending on what your business is and how it fits with those other platforms, I think you have to pick your platforms, and then that and part of how you pick your platforms is that's where your ideal client lives. That's where they spend their time. So the website, though, is the backup that we're talking about. It is the place to fact check everything on these
hmm
social media sites, because anybody can make a social media site for free. Any scammer, any unestablished business, whatever. So the website is the proof that it is real,
hmm
in my
I
opinion.
would agree with that.
Yeah. Okay,
Okay,
next one.
on to the next myth. More hours equals more success.
Definitely not. But,
Definitely not.
but
But
yes, so many
you
buts
can't
with it.
You can't also, like, wake up and be like,
Yes,
"Universe, I'm ready for the money, but I'm not doing any of the work. I am
exactly.
not willing to do the work, but I
Mhm.
am ready for the money."
Yeah.
I
Rain
I
down on me while I
yeah,
lay in this
rain
bed.
down on me.
Yeah.
I do think that you do have to put in some time, some
Yeah.
energy, some money, like,
I
I do
also
think.
yes, and I also think you work up to
Yeah,
delegating. But at
yes.
the beginning, if you are a solopreneur, you work very hard and you work lots of hours, and it
Mhm.
is not a straight line to like 9 to 5 and I only talk to people at these times a day and it's on my terms. I think you work up to that and then you start bringing in people that will help you. I think you start bringing in um systems that will help you, that will automate some of your responses and your emails and things like that and funnels and all of those things that are like technology based, and you can do that quite early, like some of those things are quite early. But I definitely think that there is a way to work smarter once you've got a hold on your business and what it requires. Like I absolutely think that you need different types of revenue streams, some that are passive, more passive than others.
Yes,
And
of course.
whether that's having affiliate links because you're a fitness coach and you want more money, so what you do is you put on fitness clothes and you have an affiliate link and
Mhm.
and that brings you a little bit of money every month or whatever it looks like. um as well as you're going to trade some time for money if you're a service provider. That's just what happens, if especially if you are a personal brand and a
I will
solopreneur.
also say this though. When you're a startup entrepreneur,
Yes.
I think there's this idea that if you like just try something new, try it different, do it, offer it more, you like all these things like, oh, if you're selling makeup, oh, I'll make another color, I'll try another thing, see if
Mhm.
that sells. You think that time equals money. Like if you've put a lot
Right.
of time into it, it should automatically result in more sales, more,
For sure.
more of everything, more money in your bank account. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, that's not how it works at all. There's a lot of time when you're a startup entrepreneur where you put in a lot of time and a lot of energy into something that makes no money at the beginning.
Hmm.
And if you're creating something and you don't have the right audience, it might never make you money. And you have to be prepared to pivot
Yes.
and you have to be okay to write off, that time and say, like,
Absolutely.
even if I'm down the path, even if I've wasted 1 year of my life, even if I've wasted 500 hours of my life doing this one thing, it's okay. I'm willing to forego that and get on the right path now. Because if you stay
For
on the
sure.
wrong path for too long and then you think, well, I've already committed so much time to this, I
Yeah.
have to just keep going. I just have to do more and I'm
Mhm.
honestly not doing enough. That's never going to, if you're on the wrong path, you're always going to be on the wrong path. You know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
for sure. But to like further complicate this for the people listening, um, s- this and like I'm somebody that does this. I'm a creator, so I love creating something new. I love the artistic parts of it. But then what happens is and I believe other creators are the same. We do all the front end work. We do all of the like designing and creating and the all that. But then when it comes time to get our face onto the social media and actually sell it, you have to figure out, did I actually do all the steps? Because it might not be the product. You might sell that lipstick every day of your life because you loved making the lipstick part, though. You don't get to ignore the marketing part
mhm.
that you're maybe less comfortable with, or you don't get to ignore the bookkeeping accounting part because you're like, you never factored in the cost of it when you priced it, the cost of manufacturing when you priced it. And so it actually sells all the time, but it never makes you any money because you're making 10 cents per lipstick. And that's the stuff that you have to make sure that you're doing your due diligence on every front within this business before you go, oh, this is a loser, I got to move on. Like, did you actually give it the run it deserved and the 30 days of like marketing for a launch of each new product, and all of that stuff feels like hard work and like a huge job, because it is.
So what you're saying is that more time sometimes does equal more money.
No, what I'm saying is time doing just the stuff you like and then ignoring the stuff you don't like can also lead to what feels like a failure, but it might not be the product that's the failure. It might be that you didn't execute the launch of the product or the launch of the service.
But
And
the myth
that is
is
a huge myth.
busting. Let me just
Pardon?
dial it back to the myth that we're actually busting. The myth
Well,
is, does time equal money?
no, no, it doesn't. But all those, that's why I said a very big but 100 times over, and there's 50 different things.
Sometimes time equals money. Sometimes you need to invest more time into something.
Yes,
You need to learn how to market it, or you need to
yes.
learn how to hire somebody to market, or you need to learn from a guru who is already
But that's
marketed.
what I'm saying is time in the beginning, no matter what the business is, you will be required to put in some time, that
Of
time
course.
to learn all the areas of it. Like you said, you're not just going to say, I'm manifesting more money and I've designed this product. So come to me, money,
Yeah.
like that doesn't work. You have to then make social media posts and have a website and market it and talk to everybody in
Mhm.
person about it. And, you know, show up
Yeah.
at markets. And so anyways, next myth, now that you're all very confused.
Okay. It it needs to be perfect before you launch it.
All right. My soul and everything inside of me says, I know my soul says, of course
Yes.
it does. Of course it does. I'm a perfectionist. I love that. That said, I have sold just as many things that were completely imperfect as the ones I agonized over the font and the color and the marketing and the thing.
Oh, you guys, you guys. Her
You don't have to be
perfectionism,
perfect.
her perfectionism around colors.
Oh, it's deep.
It's so
It's
it's
dirty.
unwell. It's
It's unwell.
unwell. I'm telling you, it's not right.
Nope.
Like, if you go for a pedicure manicure with her,
Oh,
it can take 45 minutes for her to select her color.
highly don't recommend joining me.
I highly don't recommend. So, I mean, we're not working from
But I
a,
want to explain
a
why.
clean slate here when she's giving her opinion on this.
No, and like I know that is, and like I've had to abandon this core value of mine, just so everyone knows. But
I feel like you still have some work to do in your
oh,
personal life on that.
it's a constant. It's an absolute constant, like need for that. And it'll be something I work on till my death. But I part of why it matters to me. There's two reasons, especially aesthetics, like the way a home looks, the color of something, branding. I see the smallest imperfection. It's just how my brain works. It's how my eyeball works. I see when something is off brand all of a sudden out of the blue, I feel like a lot of confusion out of it. Like more than anyone else would even notice because I notice everything. I
Mhm.
notice if the chair in at my dining table is slightly off center compared to the other chairs. Like there's
Mhm.
no detail that I don't really see. So my eyes are working a lot of time over time, and they always have since I was a little girl. And I see I don't just see blue. If I see a color blue, I see like
Mhm.
the colors inside of the blue. So that's why like I don't want this nail polish to
Uh-huh.
look pink right now, but then
You
when I
guys,
put
I
it
can
on,
back this statement up. Like, we'll
yeah.
see a color and she'll be like, "Oh, well, but didn't you see the thread of purple in that?" I'm like,
Or
"Well, no."
or that's too red for me. And she's like, "Well, it's not red, it's pink." And I'm like, "Well, it's actually got a red
We're not
undertones."
talking like bold undertones
So
where it's like, "Well,
it's a
yeah, that
pink.
gray obviously has purple undertones. Anyone
No.
with eyes can see that." We are
Mhm.
talking two
Yeah.
colors that look identical to the naked eye. And then in comes Dale and she's like, "Well, no, that one's got yellow undertones." I'm like, "What
So
are you
what
talking
I've
about?"
learned in my life though, the longer I agonize, the more I am hard on whatever it is that I'm creating, myself, whatever. So when it comes to business and draining my time, I've had to just drop it. Like I've had to just say, these are my colors, make content or make the website or make the
Mhm.
thing the way that uh, you know as good as possible. Good is good enough, done is better than perfect. Get moving on it, because the other thing that's a core value that I have to balance is I like seeing something sell. And if it's sitting in my Canva account because I won't press publish on it on the website
Mhm.
as a new product, I can't sell it. It's trapped in my perfection land. And
Yep.
so I like money coming in the bank account, and that wins over my color perfections and all of that.
I fully 110% think when it comes to business, you learn as you go. So
Mm-hmm.
it's never going to be perfect. And that's what
Oh,
we all need to realize. We are
absolutely.
all human and we all make mistakes. And it's never, business is absolutely not a straight line. It is
Yep.
going to be the most janky, like
Mm-hmm. Oh, and like,
messy line you have
also,
ever seen. It's going to be
yes,
scribbles on a page. If someone like
yeah.
mapped your journey, it will literally look like scribbles on a page, and nothing is perfect. And if you're holding on to perfectionism and you're holding
Mm,
tightly to it's not perfect, that's why I can't launch it, you will never be successful because
no,
that is just an excuse.
yep,
It's simply an excuse. And if it's not perfect, you can edit after the fact. You can
for
change
sure.
it as you go. You can pivot because that's what every single business owner does. So I think that myth is absolutely without question
Same. So
a
do
lie.
I, even though I struggle with it. Like,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
all my
same.
perfectionists out there, I see you, I hear you, I feel you.
Mm-hmm.
Launch the product and stop messing around.
Okay. And then the last one, the last
Okay.
myth we're going to bust today is you have to be consistent to stay relevant. You have to post daily to stay relevant.
Mm,
I
no.
don't want to believe this one's true, but I know it is.
Yes and no. I think we're allowed to give ourselves a break when we need one. But if you just ghost for 6 months and then you want to sell something on day one of 6 months, you won't. That's not how it works. It's not the deal. And it's no different than like working out. Like if I worked out for 2 years straight and then I took a whole year off, when I get back for my very first day, I'm going to look like somebody that didn't work out for a year, or whatever
Yeah,
the
you
like
can't do
analogy
10
is.
sit-ups and expect abs.
Yeah,
That's the moral of the story. Like you
exactly.
do have to be consistent.
Yeah.
It's a consistency, it's a truth that I don't like. I don't
Same.
like it. I don't like it. I wish it wasn't true.
Well, and let's just say the elephant in the room of what we're talking about. It's social media marketing. Our distaste for it and the regularity of it. It's homework that never goes away.
It's
It's
homework that never goes away.
mhm.
Hmm.
It's constant that you're
Hmm.
like, what should I post about? What should I share about my life? What should I share about my business? What do I need to promote right now? We all have it as business owners. We all have things that we are supposed to be talking about. We aren't talking about. We lay awake at night being like, I never made a post today. I never showed my face in 2 weeks. I
For the
never.
last 6 months, I never made a post today. So
Come on. You're going on like 7 years.
I know.
Like, I don't
No,
know.
I'm gonna say about 6 months ago I did a post. So
Right. Okay.
one.
Yeah.
One post.
That's wow. But it's homework that never goes away. But
Yes.
who's social media marketing I love? The people that are consistent. The people that do
Mhm.
share really similar
Mhm.
stuff with me every day, and I almost like know immediately that it's their post even if it's not about their business
I
because
know.
they show the same kind of content that is really authentic to who they are and what they care about and what they do every day. And I love that. I love to get a little snippet into people's lives. And truthfully, you know what? Write us because we would love to know.
What do you want to see from us?
Yeah. Because, like, for me, it's not that I don't want to show you, it's that I don't know what you want. I don't know. I can't even think what someone might be interested in about us or me or you.
You know what? Quite honestly, I don't love business content. I
Same.
like I like personal life content. So I know like the experts are like, they don't want to know about your kid's birthday party. I'm like,
I do, though.
I kind of do.
Yeah.
I also want to see what the inside of your house looks like.
Same. So
I'm
much.
actually kind of curious what shade of lipstick you're wearing.
Oh,
Like these
totally.
are the things that I
Mhm.
care about. When someone like gets a new outfit accessory, I'm like, oh, I never thought of wearing a scarf around my purse like that. So I
Same.
would like to try that. Like the things that interest me aren't actually the thing they're supposed to be
For
selling
sure.
me, you know?
Absolutely.
But I immediately like them more when they're providing
Mhm.
me, without even knowing it, they're providing me all of this like additional
Yeah, absolutely.
inspiration, you know?
For sure.
So if there's something you're curious about
Mhm.
us, like if you're like,
Yeah,
actually, yeah, that's a good idea. I am curious. What does your closet look like?
totally. Well, do you want to know
Write
what
us
I
a
like?
DM.
I like to also hear about like if people are single, I love when they like share their like dating stories and stuff. And I'm
Hmm.
like, hit me with it. Where did that guy go? what happened?
Mhm.
And there's like some girls that really, they're like date one. And then they put the like before and after, like they're like, I'm nervous, these are the things that I am excited about, whatever. And then they go after the date and they're like, that was really good. He asked me out again. I'm
Mhm.
like, okay, now when's date two? Like I'm so invested that the minute that I see that girl in the little circle in stories, I'm like, oh God, I got to find out. Is it date two day?
Yeah,
Like, what's she going to wear? And she shows her outfit. Like, I just think, God, this is so interesting,
I know.
and
So,
I'm not in the dating world. I just like to know people's life. I'm nosy.
yeah, it's called nosy.
Yeah.
And I feel like everyone has like a bit of nosiness. So if
Of
there's something you're
course.
curious about us, send us a DM and
Yes.
we will either post it on our stories, like, whatever the question is. If you want to see what we're cooking for dinner, we'll post a story about what we cook for dinner. Or if you're curious about something, like you just have like a flat out question, just send us a message. Because I'm also
I love
curious
it.
what people are curious about us.
Me too. Me
Like, I
too.
know
Like
everything about myself. So like what
it's all boring to me.
yeah, it's all boring to me, but I'm curious what other people are like wondering about us. Anyways,
Totally. Okay.
um, I like this myth busting though, because I feel like there's some good things. Maybe we'll do it again sometime.
I think so. I think there was
Okay.
lots of good ones that we didn't even get to. So
Totally.
to be continued.
Okay, bye guys. See you next
Have
week.
a great week. We are so grateful you're here.
It would mean the world to us if you'll subscribe to our podcast and YouTube channel and leave us a review.
If you want to hear more from us, go to proofitspossible.com to join our mailing list and find our social links so you don't miss a thing.
Thanks and chat next time.